Hello, my name is Andrea Tonato. I'm a second-year master's student. I work in hands-on experiments and analog models that help to promote geosciences. The first experiment I've been working on aims to explain dike propagation in a fun and easy way using gelatin. This first model and experiment was developed to show how magma intrudes into the crust and how it may cause an eruption. Now I'm gonna start telling you what a dike is. A dike is a tabular or sheet-like body of magma that cut across all the rocks. They are formed when magma rises into existing fractures or create a new crack by forcing its way to the surface, and then it solidifies. Usually they are very well exposed in nature because this type of rock is more resistant to weathering and erosion, so they stand up in the landscape. After that quick introduction, I will show you how I prepare the gelatin and then how I set and run the experiment. For this experiment, I'm gonna use 6 liters of cold water and I'm gonna boil 6 more liters of water. I'm gonna use 600 grams of raw gelatin and I'm gonna start dissolving the raw gelatin with the cold water, and then I'm gonna mix with the boiled water. I'm gonna stir a lot this pot until the gelatin is very well dissolved in the hot water and it's very clear. I've added also bleach just to prevent some fungus grow. Once I have my gelatin ready, I'm gonna need a couple of things. A beaker with water, red color, a syringe. I will need a plastic tube to connect the tank with the syringe. I'm gonna need a small wire to create a crack in my gelatin. 2 polarized sheets that will help me to see the birefringence colors of the stresses of the gelatin. And I'm gonna need a light. To set up this experiment, I'm gonna start creating a small crack at the bottom of this gelatin tank. Then I will mix the red color with the water, and then I will take some of this liquid with the syringe. I will connect the syringe to the tank through this small tube, and I make sure that all this tube is filled with red water. Then I will put the 2 polarized sheets, one of each side of the aquarium, and then I will turn on the light. And this is ready. What I have here is 12 liters of gelatin at 5% concentration and red colored water. The water will simulate my magma and the gelatin will simulate the crust of the earth. Now the magma intrusion started, and you can see with the birefringence colors the stresses of the gelatin that follow the path of the dike propagation. The dike also kept in the shape of very thin sheets, and then it got to the surface and starts moving horizontally until we get the eruption. At the end, it will leave a crack at the surface, and you can see it in here. I hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed it developing and also sharing it with some groups of people. This experiment took us some trials. We didn't know at the beginning how to prepare a really good gelatin for experiments. It was a definitely different experience to prepare gelatin for food, for a dessert, than preparing tons of gelatin for a lab experiment. So we had some fails. We tried to color the gelatin with different layers, different colors, and it didn't work too well. But at the end, I think we got the perfect gelatin for this experiment, which was a gelatin at 5% concentration. And also we decided that probably layering is not as fun or nice as we thought at the beginning. So we just decided to keep the gelatin clear as possible. What we wanted is to have an experiment that can be replicated many times, and that every single time it could be the same experiment. Finally, we were able to present this experiment to other younger students outside of this department in different outreach activities, and it was very well received. So I would be very happy to provide more detailed information about this experiment and how to make it, or any specific materials that I've used. And yeah, thank you, gracias, and mahalo.